So, hello Neil, thank you very much for joining us today. We're here to talk about the Social Bite Sleep in the Park event. So I wondered if you could tell us a wee bit about your role with Social Bite.
So I've been brought on to manage the relationships with corporations, businesses. So businesses are a huge part, or can play a huge part in Sleep in the Park, because they can contribute financially in ways that some individuals can't, and they can access members of staff and support members of staff doing this in such a broad way, and especially for Scotland now with 2018 being in 4 different cities.
Yep.
So many companies will have branches potentially or sites across the country that can take part. So one of the learnings that came out of last year was we needed people to have that kind of business-to-business touch. So it's not just for individuals, we're looking for corporations to put forward teams and sponsor teams as well.
Brilliant. So tell us about the event itself. What can you expect if you sign up to do it?
Sleep in the Park does 2 things. It brings people together for a single cause, and we make it fun, which might not seem palatable given that we're trying to raise awareness of the terrible situation of homelessness, but it's a good galvanizer. Having a concert is a good thing to bring people together, to kind of take up some of the night as well, because spending a long time in a cold park is, it needs a distraction. So we have some fantastic artists supporting us again this year, and there's going to be a lot of camaraderie, there's going to be a lot of great friendships made, but there's also going to be a big education from it. It's the experience we want people to have, to realise that what you're doing for one night, people have to do this every night, and unless we all step up individually, socially and politically, then nothing's going to change. So people will get entertained, they will be educated, and they'll go away with and they should go away with an immense sense of pride for taking part in what they've achieved.
Absolutely. And are you allowed to tell us who's performing?
Yep, so we are really proud to say that we've got Amy MacDonald coming back again. She supported us last year. We have also got Katie Tunstall coming.
Nice.
There will be other acts supporting in the different regions. We're going to have Irvine Welsh doing a bedtime story for us all.
Phenomenal. Are they going to be in every city then? How do they?
So we're really privileged to have been gifted the use of a helicopter, and airports have agreed to waive landing fees. So it does seem a bit rock and roll that
rock and roll.
Folks are going to be taken around the country, but we want people in each of the 4 cities to have the live experience. So the only way to do that is to fly everybody around. So everyone should get a chance to see the live acts, not just on the screen. There'll be communications on the screens, but everyone will have a chance to see the live acts.
Brilliant. So Glasgow specifically then, how many people are you aiming to have Sleep in the Park?
So we would love to have 3,000. That's the kind of threshold that we've set as a target. We would love to be in a position where we're bursting that, and the problem that we then have is, right, where do we go? Is it Glasgow Green? Is it somewhere else? That would be a nice problem to have.
Yes.
But right now we're looking, and that will be a combination of corporate teams and individuals, friends and families coming together in groups, or people on their own. But 3,000 is what we're looking for.
That's brilliant and totally achievable, I think.
I hope so. I think I'm confident Glaswegians will come together and recognise the importance of this. And it's hopefully this will be the last one. Hopefully, if we can knock it in the head, we won't have to do it again. Realistically, maybe not, but either way, if everyone can come together now, don't be in a position where you're going, I wish I'd been part of that.
No,
take part now and be part of the solution.
Yep, brilliant. And what about the money then that's raised specifically by people getting involved in Glasgow? Will that stay in the city, or? Yeah,
so it's one thing that we're passionate about, is that the money be used where it's needed. The 4 cities are very important and have issues that need to be dealt with. So we're keen that people know that the money they're contributing in their region is going to be spent in their region. If we look at last year's event as an example, Social Bite isn't funding the accommodation. Those are being gifted. The accommodations are being pledged very generously by our partners housing associations, councils, etc. What we are doing and where your money will go towards is the support mechanism, the people, the processes, the practical, elements that are needed to help people once they're in accommodation get back into a position where they can be self-sustaining, independent, and confident and contributing in a way that they want to in their own lives. Yeah,
absolutely, because the Social Bite Village in Granton is phenomenal. Mm-hmm. We were talking about that earlier, how it's not just accommodation for people, it's putting the support mechanisms in so that these people are getting back on their feet, they're feeling more normal, if that's the right way of saying it, in terms of whether they are dealing with mental health issues, whether they genuinely don't know how to support themselves in terms of like cooking and doing all that stuff. So that was something for me that when I visited it, I thought, this isn't just, here's the money, see you later. This is, we are literally going to support you every step of the way to get you back on your feet, and that's something that's just so good about Social Bite.
I think that's what makes what Social Bite does so important and differentiates us, because it's tangible. Where the money goes is tangible. We all want to cure cancer, for example, and we put money in a box, but we may not necessarily see the results of that. And it constantly seems to be an ongoing fight. What Social Bite is able to do is manage our own projects, but we also act like a big brother in so much as we support financially and practically other charities as well, that we may help give them exposure, we may help give them financial support, but more importantly as well, they come in and help us with our processes. So Social Bite is able to help people, as you said, in the practical way, with just whether it's filling a form in, whether it's where to go to get additional help, or any of these different things. So it's not just about us, it's about a broader network that is working towards a greater good. But absolutely the money is so well spent in the regions where it needs to be, and in a practical way. The village is phenomenal. It's such a great example of when society and people can come together, when we get the right support governmentally from local authorities, when companies are willing to give and donate time and resources and money. This just shows what can be achieved, and if that can be replicated in other cities, then fantastic. It's not meant to be the cure. It's meant to show what can be done.
It's almost a model that everyone can follow to help people. I think it's amazing. So you mentioned there about Glasgow charities that you're going to be kind of supporting. Are you allowed to say who they are yet, or is that yet to be announced?
It's yet to be announced. The calls were made last week. I can say that they know. It is going to be announced on our website and social media, etc.
Brilliant.
I think though one of the things I would like to say is that these charities that we're supporting, they're not exhaustive, it's not exclusive, but one of the great things is that when they are helping people, they don't always get the feedback. Now we spoke to a number of customers coming into the cafes, the Social Bite cafes, and asking where they get additional support, where else they go, who they talk to, where they get encouragement, etc. And it was their feedback that raised some of these different charities, raised awareness to us. So we had the joy of being able to phone them and say, look, we've had some great feedback about you, we'd love to give to you, give you some support.
Nice job.
And that's what I mean by that kind of big brother effect. There are those that we're working in partnership with, there are those that we're doing projects with, there's those that we're just helping get on their own journey. Then there are others where we can come back and say, you're doing a fantastic job, thank you so much, because you're doing something we can't do. You've maybe got skills, touch, feet in the street, the abilities that we don't have, and that's where we complement. But we know it's tough, so look, we've got funding and we want to be able to give that to you, and that is just so typical of what the Social Bite ethos and philosophy and methodology is all about.
Great. Okay, so you're going to be out in the city from now until December, just getting as many people involved as possible.
I think I'll be a well-recognised face by the end of this. I will have a lot of contacts at the end of this. But this is all about, I'm one man. So if everybody seeing this and listening to this can think, right, who else do I know? Either direct people to our website, give them my contact details, which they can get from yourself. Come along and be a part, either as an individual contributor or as a company, a group of friends, whether you're from England, Wales, Ireland, it doesn't matter. this is about a bigger cause. This is about more than just us as individuals. This is about looking at society and going, we can actually fix this. This is tangible. It can be addressed.
Yeah.
And everyone can be proud to have a part in that.
Absolutely. Well, that's the thing. If you alleviate the social problems in Scotland, the whole place gets better.
Yeah.
You know, it's help everybody, and we all rise together. Which is a very big mantra of the Glasgow Girls Club. So that is why, you know, we are absolutely getting behind the Sleep in the Park event again this year. And I will be giving the girls all the information. So thank you very much for catching up today, Neil.
Tell your members thank you so much. We really appreciate the support. It's without people like yourselves doing this and spreading the word and all coming together, you know, it would be so much harder and slower. So well done to everybody who's going to take part.
Brilliant.